हाँ भाई, तो हम होम रूल तक कर चुके थे। अब हम कर रहे हैं गांधीयन एंड हिज अर्ली मूवमेंट। ठीक है, मैं पहले बोल रहा हूँ, मैं भी स्टूडेंट हूँ, जो सामने से है वो बस मैं आपको देख के पढ़ा रहा हूँ, पढ़ा नहीं रहा हूँ, पढ़ रहा हूँ। इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कॉलेज गांधी जी स्टडीड। तो सामल दास कॉलेज भावनगर में वो पढ़े थे। ठीक है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा डिस्क्रिप्शन देख लें। While mentioning his education in his autobiography, Mahatma Gandhi wrote, I began my education in a school at Porbandar, where with a great difficulty I could learn a few multiplication tables. Thereafter, at the age of 7, due to my father transfer to Rajkot, I came here where I received education up to high school. Mahatma Gandhi passed his 10th exam from Alfred High School, Rajkot. After this, he enrolled in Samal Das Art College, Bhavnagar. After that, he completed his studies in law from University of College, London. हु वॉज द पॉलिटिकल गुरु ऑफ महात्मा गांधी। आप सभी जानते होंगे कौन है, गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले, जिनका इधर नाम दिख नहीं रहा है तो ई हो जाएगा। ठीक है, इन द बुक रिटन बाय महात्मा गांधी जी, गोखले माई पॉलिटिकल गुरु, ही रोट दैट माई गुरु डिसिपल relationship with Gopal Krishna Gokhale began in 1896, but I truly felt that reality of this relationship when I met him in a Calcutta Congress session in 1902. Thereafter, this relationship kept becoming deeper. After returning to India in 1950, Mahatma Gandhi began his political life in India under the guidance of Gokhale, who first word used the Sarvodaya. Mahatma Gandhi. Sarvodaya is formed from the two Sanskrit words sarv meaning all and udya meaning upliftment. The word Sarvodaya was used for the first time by Mahatma Gandhi. In 1908, it was used in the translation of John Ruskin book Unto This Death. Unto this death. Unto this last. Its objective was to develop the spirit of freedom and equality in everyone. Note, in the book Mahavira, His Time and Philosophy of Life, written by Dr. Hiralal Jain and A.N. Upadhyay, it is written that the word Sarvodaya was the first used by a Jain philosopher named Samantabhadra around the 20th century BC. Later, Gandhi gave his words a strong foundation and made it popular among the masses. To sort out whose legal problem was, Mahatma Gandhi invited to South Africa in 1893 दादा अब्दुल्ला ऑफ गुजरात। मतलब किसके लिए गए थे? ठीक है, एन इंडियन मुस्लिम बिजनेसमैन फ्रॉम an Indian Muslim businessman from Gujarat, Dada Abdullah, who was engaged in a trade in South Africa, proposed to Gandhiji to look into his case. Gandhiji accepted this proposal, and in 1893 he went to South Africa. Which of the following was the Gandhiji's first satyagraha movement in India in which he used civil disobedience? Champaran. The Champaran movement, मतलब A answer Champaran. The Champaran movement was Gandhiji's first satyagraha movement in India in which he used civil disobedience. This satyagraha was started as a protest against the Teen Kathia system prevalent in Champaran, Bihar in the early 19th century. After the Champaran Satyagraha, Gandhiji used Satyagraha in 1980 when he intervened in the dispute between the cotton mill owner and the worker in the Ahmedabad over the plague bonus. In the same year 1980, Gandhiji started the Kheda Satyagraha in Gujarat because despite crop being destroyed, the British government did not grant remission in land revenue. It may be noted that Gandhiji began the Rowlatt Satyagraha in 1990 in the protest against the Rowlatt Act passed by the British government. 6 देखते हैं, which of the following was the first सत्याग्रह of the महात्मा गांधी in India? इंडिया में पूछ रहा है, फर्स्ट सत्याग्रह कौन सा होगा? सी आंसर है चंपारण. हु इन्वाइटेड गांधी जी टू कम टू चंपारण? उनको चंपारण के लिए इन्वाइट किसने किया था? राजकुमार शुक्ला. ए आंसर है. After returning from South Africa in January 1915, Gandhiji carried out his first successful satyagraha in Bihar Champaran district in 1917. In 1916, Champaran farmer Rajkumar Shukla met Gandhiji in Lucknow and asked him to visit Champaran. The Champaran issue was quite old. By the end of the 19th century, German synthetic dyes replaced indigo in the market. As a result, the European plantation owners in Champaran were forced to stop indigo cultivation. The peasants too wanted to get rid of indigo cultivation as a cash crop. Taking advantage of the peasant helplessness, the white planter arbitrarily increased rent and other illegal taxes in the name of releasing them from their contract. It was against this exploitation of the peasant that Gandhiji began the Champaran Satyagraha. Who drew Gandhiji attention to the plight of indigo peasants in Champaran? पता है, डी आंसर है राजकुमार शुक्ला. हु ड्रू महात्मा गांधी अटेंशन टुवर्ड्स द एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ऑफ पीजेंट्स बाय द यूरोपियन इंडिगो प्लांटर्स? बी है आंसर राजकुमार शुक्ला. हु हैड स्पेशली रिक्वेस्टेड गांधी जी टू कम टू चंपारण एंड सी द मिसरेबल कंडीशन ऑफ फार्मर्स देयर? बी आंसर है राजकुमार शुक्ला. हु डिसाइडेड टू परस्यूड गांधी जी टू कम टू चंपारण? बी, ठीक है, राजकुमार शुक्ला. विच लीडर डिड राजकुमार शुक्ला परस्यूड टू कम टू बिहार एंड लेड हिज मूवमेंट? महात्मा गांधी होने चाहिए थे ना, इसमें कहीं ऑप्शन में है नहीं महात्मा गांधी, इसलिए ई. महात्मा गांधी गेन्ड प्रोमिनेंस अपॉन हिज रिटर्न फ्रॉम साउथ अफ्रीका ड्यू टू विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इवेंट? चंपारण सत्य की वजह से वो बाद में फेमस हुए ना ज़्यादा. ए है आंसर. At which place of Bihar Gandhiji started सत्याग्रह मूवमेंट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन इंडिया? चंपारण. देखो भाई, याद रखना, चंपारण से एक ना एक क्वेश्चन मिलना ही है. At which place in Bihar Gandhiji had first सत्याग्रह? चंपारण. Who was the national leader of Champaran in Indigo movement? ए है महात्मा गांधी. चंपारण सत्याग्रह was related to तीन काटिया system. B है आंसर. How much part of the land was kept in a trust for the cultivation of indigo in Bihar under the तीन काटिया system? 3/20. सी है आंसर. गांधी जी एंटर्ड इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स थ्रू चंपारण सत्याग्रह? ए आंसर है. इन विच पीजेंट मूवमेंट डिड महात्मा गांधी पार्टिसिपेट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम? कब हुए थे? चंपारण. बी आंसर है. हु लेड द चंपारण सत्याग्रह 1917? महात्मा गांधी. डी आंसर है. चंपारण एग्रेरियन कमेटी वाज अपॉइंटेड इन एग्रीमेंट बिटवीन? किस किस के बीच में ये एग्रेरियन कमेटी बनी थी? तो इंडियन गवर्नमेंट एंड गांधी जी के बीच में. बी आंसर है. ठीक है, पढ़ लेते हैं. ड्यूरिंग द सत्याग्रह in 1972, inquiry into the complaints of farmers suffering under the Tinkatia system of indigo cultivation, the colonial provincial government of the Bihar, Odisha constituted a formal inquiry committee, commonly known as the Champaran Agrarian Committee or the Champaran Agrarian Inquiry Committee. The formation of this committee was the outcome of an agreement reached between the Gandhiji and the then government. In response to the mass agitation of the Champaran movement, the British government took which step to address the issue? C answer. Instituted the Champaran Agrarian Committee. To resolve the Champaran Satyagraha 1917, the British government appointed an inquiry committee to investigate the agrarian condition of Champaran. Gandhiji was chosen as a member of this committee. On the basis of the committee's recommendation, the British government passed the Champaran Agrarian Act 1980. Under this act, the Champaran Agrarian Committee was established, which when was Mahatma Gandhi prosecuted for the Champaran Satyagraha? 1917 में बी है आंसर. In 1970, Mahatma Gandhi was prosecuted for the Champaran Satyagraha. Gandhiji carried out his first major experiment of Satyagraha in 1917 in the Champaran district of Bihar. N.G. Ranga opposed the Mahatma Gandhi Champaran Satyagraha. A few years after the Champaran Satyagraha, Gurudev Rabindranath टैगोर एड्रेस द गांधी जी एस महात्मा. ये याद रखना कि गांधी जी को महात्मा किसने कहा था और कब कहा था. तो रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर जी ने महात्मा कहा था इनको. हाउएवर नो ऑथेंटिक प्राइमरी सोर्सेज अवेलेबल दैट मेंशन रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर एड्रेसिंग गांधी जी एस महात्मा ड्यूरिंग द चंपारण सत्याग्रह. अच्छा, इसका कोई स्रोत नहीं है कि चंपारण सत्याग्रह के टाइम पे ही महात्मा गांधी को बोला गया था महात्मा. लेकिन ये याद रख लेना कि रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर ने उनको महात्मा बोला था. ठीक है. द पर्सन नॉट कनेक्टेड विद चंपारण मूवमेंट वाज राजेंद्र प्रसाद जी थे, अनुग्रह नारायण सिन्हा और क्या है JB कृपलानी भी थे, जयप्रकाश नारायण नहीं थे. देखो इनकी एंट्री काफ़ी बाद में होती है. ठीक है, जयप्रकाश नारायण जी की. इन द चंपारण मूवमेंट 1970 गांधी जी वॉज सपोर्टेड बाय राजकुमार शुक्ला, राजेंद्र प्रसाद, अनुग्रह नारायण सिंह, JB कृपलानी, महादेव देसाई, नारही पारेख etc. जयप्रकाश नारायण वॉज नॉट एसोसिएटेड विद चंपारण सत्याग्रह. ठीक है. हु इज़ नॉट रिलेटेड टू चंपारण सत्याग्रह. इन सब में से कौन चंपारण सत्याग्रह से रिलेटेड नहीं है? राम मनोहर लोहिया रिलेटेड नहीं है. देखो आप लोग ना कुछ चीज़ें याद कर लो कि ये नाम नहीं थे तो, और ज़्यादातर यही पूछेगा. ठीक है. विच compensation tax the indigo farmer were required to pay if they desired exemption from indigo cultivation? तवान. देखो द पीजेंट्स सी आंसर है. द पीजेंट्स had to cultivate indigo at least 3/20 of their land and sell it at a price fixed by the European planter. This was also called Pinkatia system. If the peasants wanted exemption from the indigo cultivation, they had to pay compensation, which was tawan. Who participated in the satyagraha started by Gandhi ji at Ahmedabad in 1917 and 18? कौन पार्टिसिपेट किए थे? इंडस्ट्रियल वर्कर बी है आंसर. आफ्टर द सक्सेस ऑफ चंपारण, गांधी जी नेक्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट वाज टू इंटरवेन इन 1918 in dispute in a cotton textile mill in Ahmedabad between the mill owner and the workers regarding an increase in bonus. The dispute was over the plague bonus. After the plague subsided, the owners wanted to discontinue it, while the workers demanded that it should continue. After a detailed study of production cost, profits and the workers' subsistence expenses, Gandhi ji declared that the workers' wages should be increased by 35%. The tribunal constituted by the mill owner accepted his view. Who intervened in the dispute between the mill owner and laborers of Ahmedabad in 1918? कौन थे? महात्मा गांधी जी. ए आंसर है. इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मूवमेंट्स डिड महात्मा गांधी मेक द फर्स्ट यूज ऑफ हंगर स्ट्राइक एज अ वेपन? मतलब इंडिया में एज अ वेपन हंगर स्ट्राइक कब किया गया था? तो इसका आंसर सी, अहमदाबाद मिल स्ट्राइक. ड्यूरिंग द अहमदाबाद मिल स्ट्राइक इन 1980, महात्मा गांधी यूज द हंगर स्ट्राइक एज अ वेपन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन इंडिया. इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सत्याग्रह मूवमेंट डिड गांधी जी नॉट पार्टिसिपेटेड डायरेक्टली? देखो गांधी जी डायरेक्टली पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किए थे. ये कौन सा था? तो वाइकोम डायनेस्टी सी आंसर है. वाइकोम डायनेस्टी याद है? ये कुछ उनके लिए था, क्या बोलते हैं, टेम्पल वेम्पल. हाँ, गांधी जी डिड नॉट पार्टिसिपेटेड डायरेक्टली इन द वाइकोम टेम्पल एंटी सत्याग्रह, वेयर एज ही हिमसेल्फ लेड द खेड़ा सत्याग्रह, राजकोट सत्याग्रह एंड द नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. गांधी जी's close English compatriot ड्यूरिंग द फ्रीडम मूवमेंट was, कौन थे जो उनके बहुत ही करीब थे उस टाइम? तो चार्ल्स एंड्रयू, ठीक है, सी आंसर है। चार्ल्स एंड्रयू दीन बंधु एंड्रयू, चार्ल्स एंड्रयू को दीन बंधु एंड्रयू भी कहते हैं। देखो देश बंधु किनको कहते हैं और दीन बंधु किनको कहते हैं, इन दोनों कभी कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, ठीक है। चार्ल्स एंड्रयू दीन बंधु वाज अ प्रोफेसर एट एस.टी. स्टीफेन कॉलेज, दिल्ली. He had deep affection for the Indians and wanted to become an Indian in every way. He had close relationship with Rabindranath Tagore, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Mahatma Gandhi. The biographer of C.F. Andrew, Banarsi Das Chaturvedi and Marjorie Skiles, in their book Charles Freer Andrew or Narrative, mention that the nickname Deenbandhu, friend of the poor, was first given to C.F. Andrew in 1970 by Indians in Fiji. Andrew was also the president of All India Trade Union AITU in 1925 and 1927. He went to London with Gandhi ji to attend the Round Table Conference. ये नई चीज़ पता चली है मुझे कि C.F. एंड्रयू भी उनके साथ गए थे राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस में, ठीक है। Who was the founder of All India Harijan Sangh in 1932? 1932 में किन्होंने फाइंड किया था, तो सी आंसर है महात्मा गांधी जी। इन 1932 महात्मा गांधी फाउंडेड द ऑल इंडिया एंटी अनटचेबिलिटी रूल। अर्लियर दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाज कॉल्ड ऑल इंडिया अनटचेबिलिटी रिमूवल एसोसिएशन, लेटर इट्स नेम वाज चेंज्ड एंड हरिजन सेवा संघ, who earned the title of recruiting sergeants of the British for this support to the government during the First World War. B. Mahatma Gandhi. During the First World War, Mahatma Gandhi decided to support the British government in India because he hoped that after the end of the war, the British government would grant Indians the right to self-government. Due to this support, he was called British recruiting sergeant. Peasant movement in Kisan Sabha. The immediate cause of Deccan riot of 1875 was, देखो immediate cause क्या था, तो बी आंसर है हाई इंटरेस्ट रेट चार्ज बाय महाजन्स। देखो द डेक्कन राइट्स ऑफ 1875 had many causes such as high interest rate charged by mahajans and peasants becoming a permanently in debt, high interest rate related to land revenue, getting peasant to sign loan documents by the mortgaging their field houses etc. Due to illiteracy and poverty and the failure of peasants to protect their interests due to the complex and costly judicial system, the Bihar Public Service Commission considered B as the correct answer. Ika movement was launched in the rural area of which region? Awadh, D आंसर है, ठीक है। In 1921 and 22, the peasant of Awadh ran a movement known as Ika movement. This movement was concentrated in the Hardoi, Bahraich, Barabanki and Sitapur region. The chief leader of Ika movement was Madri Pasi. What was the aim of the Ika movement in Awadh? D answer, transformation of rent into cash. The Ika movement 1921 to 22 was led by Madari Pasi. The main center of this movement was Hardoi, Barabanki, Bahraich, Sitapur. The peasant main complaint were the increase in land revenue and the practice of collecting land revenue in the form of produce. More than 50% the land revenue was being taken from the peasant. The Jamidars, agents, Thekadar used to harass the peasant. The Ika movement had little faith in the non-violent policies laid down by the nationalists. As a result, the nationalist leader became separated from the movement and the movement took a different path. In this movement, paying land revenue to the government was not stopped. Rather, the main demand of agitator was due to the rising inflation and land revenue should be converted into cash payment. Who was associated with the Kisan movement in Bihar? ये आंसर है राजेंद्र प्रसाद। राजेंद्र प्रसाद was associated with the peasant movement in Bihar. He was associated with the Mahatma Gandhi in Bihar during the Champaran Satyagraha in 1917. He was the food and agriculture minister in interim government formed in September 1946 and was also the president of Constituent Assembly. After the constitution came into force, he became the first president of India. फॉर्मर लीडर मोतीलाल तेजवत इज रिलेटेड टू, मोतीलाल तेजवत किससे रिलेटेड है? बिजोलिया मूवमेंट, मेवाड़ भील ट्राइबल मूवमेंट और फ्रॉम द पीजेंट मूवमेंट ऑफ मारवाड़, फ्रॉम द पीजेंट मूवमेंट ऑफ यूपी। तो इसका आंसर है बी, इट मीन्स इसका आंसर है मेवाड़ भील ट्राइबल मूवमेंट। मतलब फार्मर लीडर मोतीलाल तेजवत इज रिलेटेड टू मेवाड़ भील ट्राइबल मूवमेंट। मेवाड़ भील ट्राइबल मूवमेंट देखते हैं। पीजेंट लीडर मोतीलाल Tejwat is associated with the Bhil tribal movement of the Mewar region. He founded the Vanvasi Sangh and led this movement in 1920s. Who presided over the first session of All India Kisan Sabha? किन्होंने, कौन बने थे? ठीक है, स्वामी सहजानंद, ए आंसर है। इन अप्रैल 1936 इन लखनऊ ऑल द इंडियन किसान कांग्रेस वाज फॉर्म्ड एंड विच वाज लेटर रीनेम्ड एज द ऑल इंडिया किसान सभा। स्वामी सहजानंद Saraswati, the combative founder of the Bihar Provincial Kisan Sabha, was chosen as its president, and N.G. Ranga as an important leader of the peasant movement in Andhra and a scholar of agriculture problems was chosen as the general secretary. Along with the first session of the Congress, the second session of the All India Congress was held also, which was presided over by N.G. Ranga. मतलब पहले पे कौन बने थे? पहले सेशन के प्रेसिडेंट स्वामी सहजानंद सरस्वती और दूसरे सेशन के प्रेसिडेंट कौन बने थे? N.G. रंगा। ठीक है भाई, हम नेक्स्ट देखते हैं। अखिल भारतीय किसान कांग्रेस वाज फाउंडेड इन, अभी हमने ऊपर पढ़ा था 1936 AD में। हु वाज इलेक्टेड द फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ ऑल इंडिया किसान सभा एट लखनऊ इन 1936? हु वाज इलेक्टेड द फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट? भाई स्वामी सहजानंद सरस्वती, सी आंसर है। ठीक है, वेयर वाज द फर्स्ट ऑल इंडिया किसान सभा फॉर्म्ड? कहाँ फॉर्म्ड हुआ था? लखनऊ में, सी आंसर है। विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कांग्रेस लीडर पार्टिसिपेटेड इन द फर्स्ट ऑल इंडिया किसान सभा? जवाहरलाल नेहरू। ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखना कि कौन। कांग्रेस लीडर पार्टिसिपेटेड इन द फर्स्ट ऑल इंडिया किसान सभा? जवाहरलाल नेहरू। जवाहरलाल नेहरू also addresses the All India Kisan Sabha in 1936. In the same session, Swami Sahajanand Saraswati was elected the president of the Sabha and N.G. Ranga was the general secretary. 11. Swami Sahajanand Saraswati formed the All India United Kisan Sabha with the demand for the nationalist of a land revenue waterway. A answer है just before his death. All India Kisan Sabha was formed in 1936. Swami Sahajanand Saraswati was elected its first president. N.G. Ranga its general secretary. N.G. Ranga जनरल सेक्रेटरी थे, स्वामी सहजानंद जो प्रेसिडेंट थे फर्स्ट। इन 1949 शॉर्टली बिफोर हिज डेथ सहजानंद फॉर्म्ड ऑल इंडिया किसान यूनाइटेड किसान सभा। द बेसिक डिमांड ऑफ दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाज द नेशनलिज्म ऑफ लैंड, waterway, energy and all sources of wealth property. The Sarabandi campaign of 1922 was led by, B आंसर है सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल। शराबबंदी कैंपेन, द शराबबंदी campaign of 1922 was led by सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल. After 1928, Bardoli in Surat district, Gujarat, become a center of political activities. The Mehta brothers of Bardoli, Kalyanji and Kuvarji and Dayalji Desai started an agitation in support of peasant from 1928. Later, it was led by the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Under Patel's leadership, the No Tax Sharabandi movement was launched in 1928. It is noteworthy that during the non-cooperation movement, Gandhiji had planned to launch the no-tax Sarabandi movement from the Bardoli 1922. But due to the Chora incident, this plan was postponed. The Bihar Public Service Commission has mistakenly written the year of Sarabandi no-tax movement in 1922 instead of 1928, which is incorrect. ठीक है, तो मतलब कि यहाँ एक गलती है, ये 1922 नहीं है, 1928 है, ये याद रखना. ठीक है. Who successfully led the बरदौली सत्याग्रह? आंसर ए 13 का ये देखते हैं. ठीक है. ए द सन्यासी हु कम टू द डिस्ट्रिक्ट after a spell as an indentured laborers in a Fiji, carrying a copy of Tulsidas Ramayana on his back, from which he would recite a verses to rural audience. A answer Baba Ramchandra. In October 1928, under the guidance of Baba Ramchandra, the Awadh Kisan Sabha was formally constituted in Pratapgarh district of Uttar Pradesh. The statement given in the question refers to a Baba Ramchandra who came to India after working in Fiji as an indentured laborer and then began their lives as an ascetic. Trade Union and Communist Party. When was All India Trade Union Congress established in Bombay? A. In 1922. Through the effort of N.M. Joshi, Joseph Baptista and Lala Lajpat Rai, the All India Trade Union Congress, that is the All India Trade Union Congress, was established in Bombay in 31 October 1920. Lala Lajpat Rai was its first president, while Joseph Baptista was as the vice president, and the Diwan Chamanlal Bajaj was the general secretary. The first split in this organization took place in 1929 at the Nagpur session at the time of Jawaharlal Nehru was president. All India Trade Union Congress was formed in the year A. 1920. The first president of All India Trade Union Congress was Lala Lajpat Rai ji. D आंसर है. Who was the first president of All India Trade Union Congress? C आंसर है लाला लाजपत राय जी. The revolutionary phase of trade union movement in India was 19. B आंसर है 1926 to 39. The revolutionary phase of the trade union movement in India. देखो, the revolutionary phase of the trade union movement in India considered to be from 1926 to 1939. During this movement, M. N. Roy, Muzaffar Ahmad, Shripad A. Dange, Shaukat Usmani, etc. were the major leader of the trade union movement in India. Identify the years closest to the establishment of the Communist Party of India and the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh respectively. 1925 दोनों. Identify the year closest to the establishment. B answer establishment of the Communist Party of India and Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. 1925 देखो, the Communist Party of India and the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh was founded in 1925 at Kanpur and Nagpur respectively. Who was the first Indian to be the member of Communist International? A आंसर है M. N. Roy. The Communist International Comintern, also known as Third International, was established in March 1918 in the Moscow. Vladimir Lenin, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, and the Russian Communist Party Bolshevik played a major role in the formation of the Comintern. M. N. Roy went to the Moscow and Lenin invitation and became the member of the Communist International. He was the first Indian to become the member of Communist International. Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. First, When was Rowlatt Act passed? Passed कब हुआ था? बी आंसर है 1919. To curb the rising revolutionary activities in India, the government constituted a committee in 1917 under the chairmanship of Justice Sidney Rowlatt with the objective of preparing an effective plan to surpass terrorism. On the basis of its recommendation, the bill passed in March 1919 came to be known as the Rowlatt Act. Under the Rowlatt Act, the British government could imprison anyone without trial for a maximum of 2 years. Therefore, this law was called Law of No Appeal, No Dalil, No Vakil. Indian National Congress opposed the Rowlatt Act because it aimed, A answer है, to limit the individual liberty. The bill passed by the Central Legislative Council in March 1919 was known as the Rowlatt Act. According to it, the British government could imprison anyone without trial for a maximum of 2 years. This law limited individual liberty. थर्ड देखते हैं. ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर विच ब्रिटिश पॉलिसी एम्ड टू सरपास डिसेंट एंड रिड्यूस सिविल लिबर्टीज इन इंडिया? सेम क्वेश्चन. सी आंसर है रॉलेट एक्ट. The Rowlatt Act was passed in March 1919, but its seeds were shown in 1915 when, during the First World War, the Repressive Defense in India Act was enforced to curb anti-colonial activities. The Jallianwala Bagh Massacre happened in the context of which Gandhian Satyagraha? B answer है Rowlatt Satyagraha. Gandhi's first bold step in all India politics was the Satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act. The Rowlatt Act was implemented in March 1919, against which Gandhiji organized a nationwide strike on 6 April 1919. At Jallianwala Bagh on 13 April 1919, Brigadier General Dyer carried out the brutal massacre during a peaceful public meeting. Fifth, the massacre of the crowd at Jallianwala Bagh at Amritsar took place on. C answer है April 13, 1919. The suppression of the crowd at Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar took place on B 13 April 1919. The year 1919 in Indian history is related to B. Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Why did people gather to demonstrate at Jallianwala Bagh? B. To protest against the arrest of Kichlu and Satyapal. In which of the explanation देख लेते हैं. In which of the growing oppositions to the Rowlatt Act, the government imposed a ban on Gandhiji and some other leaders from entering Punjab. This increased public anger. There, the anger grew further when the two popular leaders of the Punjab, Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu, were arrested to protest. This arrest and the Rowlatt Act, people organized a huge meeting at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. In the same garden on 13 April 1990, Brigadier General Dyer carried out a brutal massacre during the peaceful meeting. Rabindranath Tagore gave up his knighthood because of C answer Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. So after the heart-rending incident of Jallianwala Bagh massacre on 13 April 1919, Rabindranath Tagore returned the knighthood title conferred by British Crown. Tagore said, "The time has come when medals of honors make our shame glaring in the absurd context of humiliation. As for me, I wish to stand by my countrymen stripped of all special titles." Khilafat Movement. Who viewed the Khilafat Movement as an opportunity for integrating Hindu and Muslim, which will not appear again within the coming 100 years? Answer C है महात्मा गांधी. On 23rd and 24th November 1919, the All India Khilafat Conference was held in Delhi, and Delhi was its president. In December 1919, the Khilafat movement received further support at the Amritsar session of the Indian National Congress. Until then, the Congress had carefully kept itself separate from the religious matter, but after the Khilafat movement began, Gandhiji felt that this was a golden opportunity to unite Hindu and Muslims, as an opportunity that might not be available again even in the next 100 years. In which city was the conference of Khilafat Committee in 1920 held that requested Gandhiji to assume the leadership of non-cooperation movement? C answer है Allahabad. Gandhiji advised the Khilafat Committee in 1922 launched a non-cooperation movement against the British rule. In the June 1920, the Khilafat Committee accepted this advice at Allahabad, now Prayagraj, and authorized Gandhiji to lead the movement. In September 1922, at the special session of the Congress held in Calcutta under the leadership of Lala Lajpat Rai, the decision to launch the non-cooperation movement was taken. Why did Mahatma Gandhi support the Khilafat movement? B answer. Gandhi wanted to win the support of the Indian Muslim against the British. The Khilafat movement began against the British plan to partition of Turkish Empire. On 23rd and 24th November 1990, at the All India Khilafat Conference held in Delhi, Gandhiji was made the president of the conference on 24th November 1919. The Khilafat movement received the further momentum from the Amritsar session of the Indian National Congress in December 1919. Gandhiji saw it as the golden opportunity for Hindu-Muslim unity, one that might not be available even in the next 100 years. Therefore, he supported the Khilafat movement to secure the cooperation of Indian movement in the struggle against the British. Which event served as the catalyst for the Khilafat movement? The Treaty of Versailles. A answer है, ठीक है. Which event served as a catalyst for Khilafat movement? A. The Treaty of Versailles. The immediate issue of Khilafat movement was the fear that after the First World War, harsh peace terms would be imposed on the Ottoman Empire and the protection of the position and the powers of the Khalifas, who was highly respected in a Muslim world. In this context, the Khilafat Committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919. Supporters of the Khilafat believed that the Allied powers would deal leniently with the Ottoman Empire, but the humiliating Treaty of Versailles signed by the Allies with Germany in June 1919 shattered this belief. As a result, the Khilafat movement intensified in Indias to protect Turkey, holy places, and the office of the Khalifas. Although the Treaty of Versailles was not directly related to Ottoman Empire, it influenced the Khilafat movement in India by affecting the opinions regarding the Khalifa's position and the future of Ottoman Empire. Non-cooperation movement. Where did the first instance of organized non-cooperation occur in the history of Indian farmers? A है answer, Bihar and Bengal. In the history of Indian peasant, the first example of organized non-cooperation occurred in Bihar and Bengal. ठीक है. The non-cooperation movement was started in C answer है 1920. In September 1920, at the Congress session held in Calcutta, the resolution related to non-cooperation was passed, and it was ratified at the annual Congress session held in Nagpur in December 1920. The formal beginning of the non-cooperation movement under Gandhiji leadership took place in 8 August 1920. Gandhiji launched the non-cooperation movement in the year A answer है 1920, after which incident Mahatma Gandhi had called non-cooperation movement as his Himalayan blunder. चौरी चौरा कांड के बाद ए आंसर है. चौरी चौरा कांड के बाद उन्होंने बोला कि भाई ये क्या हो गया. चौरी चौरा इज अ टाउन इन गोरखपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश. Here 4 February 1922, a crowd of protesters set fire to a police outpost of the British administration. According to the Chauri Chaura Martyrs Memorial, a total of 23 policemen were killed in this incident. Gandhi ji condemned this incident and described it as a Himalayan blunder. On February 1922, in the meeting of the Congress Working Committee held at Bardoli, it was decided to suspend the movement. Regarding his decision to end the movement, Gandhi ji wrote in Young's India that to save the movement from turning violent, I am ready to bear every insult, every suffering, complete boycott and even death. समझ रहे हो कि वो नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट वायलेंट ना हो जाए, उस चीज़ के लिए उन्होंने खुद ही बंद कर दिया कि भाई तुम लोग मुझे गाली दे दो, मुझे ये कर लो, वो कर लो, यहाँ तक कि मार भी दो, लेकिन भाई नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि अगर वो नहीं रोकते वो और वायलेंट होते और बंदे सब दूसरी जगह पे, तो बस फिर तो सबको जेल जाना ही था. Due to which of the event महात्मा गांधी halted the non-cooperation movement. आपको पता है आंसर बी, चौरी चौरा इंसिडेंट. The non-cooperation movement was suspended in B 1922. Indicates the three sequence of events concerning the postponement of non-cooperation movement. देखो, पुलिस फायरिंग इन चौरी चौरा ये 1922 में हुआ था. पुलिस स्टेशन फायर्ड बाय द वायलेंट क्राउड, ये इन्होंने किया था. पहले इन्होंने फायरिंग की और फिर इन्होंने फायर कर दिया पूरा. पोस्टपोन मूवमेंट गांधी जी एंड अरेस्टिंग ऑफ गांधी जी. तो क्या होगा, कैसे करेंगे? पुलिस फायरिंग तो पहला, दूसरा, तीसरा, चौथा, ए आंसर है. ठीक है. On 4 February 1922, a Congress and Khilafat procession was taken out at a Chauri Chaura, Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. Some policemen misbehaved with them. As a result, a group within the procession attacked the police. The police opened fire, which further enraged the crowd, and the crowd again attacked the police. The policemen ran into the police station and the crowd set into the fire. After receiving the news of this incident, Gandhi ji decided to withdraw the movement. In the Congress Working Committee meeting held at Bardoli on 12 February 1922, it was decided to suspend the movement. Taking advantage of the situation, the government arrested him on 10 March 1922 and 18 March 1922 sentenced him 6-year imprisonment. ठीक है. In which state the Chauri Chaura, where is February 1922 at a police station was fired? उत्तर प्रदेश, डी आंसर है. Regarding the non-cooperation movement in towns, which of the following statement is not correct? कौन सा सही नहीं है, देख लेते हैं. आंसर तो देख लिया, 1 and 2 सही नहीं है. तो ओनली द अपर क्लास एंड द रिच पार्टिसिपेटेड इन मूवमेंट नॉन, देखो ये तो पहले गलत हो जाएगा. ठीक है. द जस्टिस पार्टी ऑफ मद्रास ऑल्सो बायकॉटेड द काउंसिल इलेक्शन, इसका भी वेट करते हैं. थाउजेंड्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स लेफ्ट द गवर्नमेंट कंट्रोल्ड स्कूल्स एंड हेडक्वार्टर्स एंड टीचर्स रिजाइंड एंड लॉस्ट. देखो थर्ड तो सही लग रहा है. ठीक है. पहला गलत लग रहा है. तो पहला किस में है, ए में है और बी में है. और देखो तीसरा तो नहीं है, तीसरा तो सही है, तो बी और सी तो होगा ही नहीं. तो ए आंसर पे लगा दो भाई. देखो, द नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट वाज फॉर्मली लॉन्च्ड ऑन 1 अगस्त 1920. In it, thousands of students left government-controlled school. Headmaster and teachers submitted resignation letters, and lawyers gave up their legal practices. It noteworthy that people from the both urban and rural areas participated in this movement, and it was the largest mass movement of the freedom struggle up to that time. In the council election held then, the Justice Party of Madras participated and won 63 seats. ठीक है. Which of the following statement regarding the Indian freedom struggle is not correct? कौन सा सही नहीं है? महात्मा गांधी was arrested in 1921. ए गलत है. महात्मा गांधी 1921 में अरेस्ट नहीं हुए थे, 22 में हुए थे. ठीक है. और सब सही है, मतलब कि वो सही वाले भी देख लेते हैं. गांधी जी विड्रॉल फ्रॉम द नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट ड्यू टू द चौरी चौरा इंसिडेंट. गांधी गेव हिज फर्स्ट मेजर पब्लिक स्पीच एट बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी. मोर देन वन ऑफ द. अच्छा ठीक है. The non-cooperation movement was formally launched on 1 August 1920 due to the Chauri Chora incident. On the 4 February 1922, the Congress Working Committee in its meeting held at Bardoli on 12 February 1922 decided to suspend the movement. Thereafter, 10 March 1922, Mahatma Gandhi was arrested. Mahatma Gandhi delivered his first major public speech at Banaras Hindu University. Formation of Swaraj Party 1923. What was the purpose for which the C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party with the Congress? Within the Congress. So C answer है to participate in the election to the State Council on 31st December 1922 in the meeting held at the residence of the Maharaja Tikari in Gaya. The formation of new party within the Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party was announced. In 1923, the Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party was formed, and from 2022 February 1923, the general meeting of this newly formed party was held Allahabad, present Prayagraj. In this meeting, the party's program and constitution was approved, and the party was given the new name Swaraj Party. C.R. Das became its president and Motilal Nehru became its general secretary. This party was formed with the objective of contesting council election while remaining within the Congress. It also participated in the election to state council as well as the central legislative council and achieve a good success. This real aim was to enter this assembly, present their views and practice non-cooperation with the government from within. The Swaraj Party was established after the failure of the non-cooperation movement. स्वराज पार्टी वॉज फॉर्म्ड फॉलोइंग द फेलियर ऑफ. जस्ट अभी हमने लास्ट स्टेटमेंट ही ये है, नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. ठीक है, ए है आंसर. द स्वराज पार्टी वॉज फॉर्म्ड आफ्टर द फेलियर ऑफ ए नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. हु फाउंडेड द स्वराज पार्टी? चितरंजन दास एंड मोतीलाल नेहरू. डी आंसर है. हु एस्टेब्लिश स्वराज पार्टी 1923? सी आंसर है, सी आर दास एंड मोतीलाल नेहरू. In year 1923, the Swaraj Party was formed on the group out of which of the following organization? B. Congress. In 1923, the Swaraj Party was established as a part of the Congress. Chitranjan Das was made its president and the Motilal Nehru was made its general secretary. The famous slogan "Swaraj should be for a common people, not only for class" was given by C.R. Das. A answer है कि स्वराज शुड बी फॉर अ कॉमन पीपल, नॉट ओनली फॉर क्लासेस. देश बंधु चितरंजन दास. देखो दीन बंधु कौन थे? CF एंट्री. और देश बंधु कौन है? C.R. दास. सेड स्वराज शुड बी स्वराज शुड बी फॉर कॉमन पीपल, नॉट ओनली फॉर क्लासेस. साइमन कमीशन 1927. विच कमीशन which commission accentuated the discontent in all the political group and parties for not associating any Indian members in it? C answer है साइमन कमीशन. In 1927, the British government appointed a statutory commission to review the provisions of the Government of India Act 1919. It was called the Simon Commission. All the 7 members of this commission were British, and not even a single Indian representative from any Indian political party, group, community or organization were included in it. When did Simon Commission visit India? 1928. In the Montagu-Chelmsford Report 1919, there was a provision to set up statutory commission for a review after 10 years. The commission had to examine how far this act has been successful in a practice and how much progress had been made towards the responsible government. However, the conservative government in Britain appointed the Simon Commission 2 years earlier itself in November 27. This commission was chaired by Sir John Simon had a total of 7 members. Since all the members were British, the congressmen opposed it by calling it a White Commission. The Simon Commission reached Bombay on 3 February 1928. When was the formation of Simon Commission announced? Announced कब हुआ था? E. इन सब में से कोई नहीं है. Why was Simon Commission appointed under the who was the Simon Commission appointed under the chairmanship of A. Sir John Shore? Fill up the blank. The Nehru report was prepared by a committee under the chairmanship of C. Answer है Motilal Nehru, and its subject was constitutional arrangement in India. C. Answer है. ठीक है. Since no Indian was included in the Simon Commission during the protest against the Commission in India, the Secretary of State for India, Lord Birkenet, challenged the Indians and said that Indians were incapable of making a concrete proposal for constitutional reforms. He said that Indians were unable to frame a constitution that could receive broad political support from all Indians. The Indians accepted this challenge, and to finalize this plan, all party conferences were held in February, May and August 1928. A committee of 9 members under the chairmanship of Motilal Nehru, that of total members including the chairman, and it was 10, presented the draft of the proposed constitution in August 1928. Later it came to be known as the Nehru Report after Motilal Nehru. In it, the demand for separate electorates on a communal basis was rejected. This report demanded the dominion status. Besides this, the other recommendations were also made, such as adult franchise for all, equal rights for women, freedom to form union, and separation of religion from the state in every respect. Lahore session of Congress. Proposal of complete independence 1929. Remember once again now that this flag is unfurled, it must not be lowered as long as a single Indian man, woman or a child live in India. Who said this? B. Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore. Jawaharlal Nehru said in Lahore, remember once again now that this flag is unfurled, it must not be lowered as long as the single Indian man, woman or a child remains alive in India. The Lahore session of 1929 was presided over by Jawaharlal Nehru. In this very session, the resolution of the Purna Swaraj was passed, and it was decided to celebrate 26 January as Independence Day. The proposal of Purna Swaraj was passed in Lahore Congress in the year B. 1929. In the Calcutta session of the Congress, an ultimatum was given to the British government that it should accept the Nehru report by the end of the year, or else it would have to face a mass movement to be started by the Congress. When the government did not give any definite reply within the fixed time limit, and historic labor session of the Congress was held in December 1929 under the presidency of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, in which Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru declared the objective of Purna Swaraj, complete independence, as the midnight hours struck on 31 December 1929, the Congress President Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru unfurled the flag of Indian independence on the bank of the Ravi River at the Lahore. In its meeting on 2 January 1930, the Congress Working Committee decided that 26 January 1930 would be celebrated as a Purna Swadhinta Divas or the Purna Swaraj Divas. From here, the celebration of 26 January every year as a complete Independence Day began. In which session of the Indian National Congress was the principle of complete independence adopted? B. Lahore session 1929. In which session Indian National Congress passed the complete independence Purna Swaraj resolution? C. 1929. Who was the president of Indian National Congress session held in Lahore in the year 1929? Jawaharlal Nehru. Which day was declared as the Purna Swaraj Day by the Indian National Congress? 26 January 1930. A answer है. Who raised the flag of independence at the Congress session of 1929? B. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Civil disobedience movement. ठीक है, दांडी मार्च was undertaken in the 1930. D आंसर है. Mahatma Gandhi began the Salt Satyagraha on 12 August 1930. He set out from the Sabarmati ashram with 80 companions, including Mahatma Gandhi. There were 81 members in all. After a long journey of 24 days, on 6 April 1930, he symbolically broke the salt law at Dandi and formally inaugurated the civil disobedience movement. Under Gandhiji leadership, the movement spread across the countries. In Tamil Nadu, the Gandhian leader C. Rajagopalachari undertook a salt satyagraha march from Tiruchirappalli and Vedranarayan. For how many days did Dandi march last? 24 days. C answer है. Where did Mahatma Gandhi started the civil disobedience movement in 1930? Sabarmati. D. In 1930, Mahatma Gandhi started civil disobedience movement from B. Dandi. The famous Dandi march led by the Mahatma Gandhi during the civil disobedience movements covered a distance of approximately 241 miles. What was the ultimate goal of Gandhi's Salt Satyagraha? E इसमें दे रखा है. The objective of the Salt Satyagraha launched by the Gandhiji included repealing the law that gave the government a monopoly over the salt manufacture, running the civil disobedience movement for a complete independence, providing economic relief to common people. After the failure of civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji gave importance to a constructive work. After the failure of civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji emphasized the constructive program. In 1934, Gandhiji decided to withdraw from the active politics to devote all his time to Harijan upliftment. In September 1932, he established the All India Anti-Untouchability League for Harijan welfare, and in 1933 he started publishing a weekly newspaper Harijan. Who organized the Khudai Khidmat Gar in 1929? A है Abdul Ghaffar Khan. In the northwest frontier province, under the leadership of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, a volunteer organization named Khudai Khidmat Gar was established. They were also known as the Red Shirt. The Red Shirt raised the slogan of national unity among the Pathans, organized a movement against the British colonialism for independence and demand improvement in the condition of working people. It is noteworthy that when Muslims in other provinces were keeping themselves away from the Satyagraha movement, the Muslims of the northwest frontier province under the leadership of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan played an important role in civil disobedience movement. What was Khudai Khidmat Gar established by the Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan? Red Shirts. Who organized the Khudai Khidmat Gar in 1929? A. Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Who is known as the Frontier Gandhi? C. D. Abdul Ghaffar Khan. The real name of the Frontier Gandhi is C. Abdul Ghaffar Khan. The Gandhi अब्दुल गफ्फार खान. हाँ गांधी इरविन पैक्ट. अब आता है भाई, देखो ये यहाँ तक ना रोकते हैं, करीब 1 घंटा हो गया, इसको रोक देते हैं. नेक्स्ट में गांधी इरविन पैक्ट से करेंगे.